Hello, and in this video, we are going to learn how to display only the last few digits of a number in Excel. So you might be working on a large batch of sensitive personal information. For example, it might be SSN number, a credit card number, a student ID or phone number, and we don't want to display the information as it is. We want to mask it so that only the last few digits are being displayed while the rest are being displayed as asterisk. Okay, so let's get to it. Okay, so in this case, what we really want is to split the number into two parts. So part one could be the hidden asterisk. For example, for an SSN number, it's usually a 9-digit number. So for part one, we want to tell Excel to display the first 5 digits as asterisk. So 1, 2, 3 dash 1, 2 dash. Okay, so that's part one. And then for part two, we are going to tell Excel to please display the last 4 digits of the SSN. And in order to do that, we can use a write function in Excel. So equal write, open bracket, and then we'll select D6. So we're telling Excel to please look into D6 and then comma, and then return me only the last 4 digits on the right. So close bracket, and it's done. Now we will need to combine part 1 and part 2 into one. So let's use the concatenate function to do that. So equal concat, and Excel already gives us a few suggestions. So concatenate, text 1 will be E6, okay, and then comma, and then text 2 will be F6, okay. And now that our function is completed, let's close bracket and then hit enter, and our problem is solved. Now let's work on the second example, which is a credit card number. Now a credit card number is longer because it's usually a 16-digit number, and we want to mask the first 12 digits. So 4 asterisk followed by a dash, and then we repeat it 3 times. Dash and 4 asterisk dash. So that's part 1. And then part 2 is quite similar to an SSN number. So we are going to use the write function again. So write, open bracket, and then D7. So we're telling Excel, please look into D7, and then comma, and please return me only the last 4 digits on the right of D7. So close bracket, and it's done. Now let's use the concatenate function again to combine part 1 and part 2 together. So equal concatenate, okay. Open bracket, text 1 will be E7, and then comma, and then text 2 will be F7, okay. Close bracket and enter, and it's done. Now for part 1 of a credit card, instead of typing asterisk like 12 or how many times, we can also use another function in Excel to simplify the process. We can use a repetitive function, REPT. So equal REPT, the second one here, and we are telling Excel to please repeat the text. One thing to note is that whenever we're working with text in an Excel function, we need to put the text inside 2 double quotes so that Excel knows that it is text and not number or not a special symbol. So double quote, 4 asterisk, and then dash, close double quote, and then comma, and we want to repeat 3 times. So just press 3 and then close bracket, and it's done. Now, okay, now that we get the hang of it, let's go one step further and try to simplify the formula. So instead of splitting it into part 1, part 2, and then use another cell to combine part 1 and part 2 together, let's learn how to do that all within one function. So let me delete this. Mask number. Okay, so let's use the concatenate function. So equal concatenate. Now text 1, we are going to double quote and then put whatever text we want to display on the first part of the number. So that is asterisk, 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 and then dash, and then 2 asterisk, dash, close double quote. That is the first part. Now for the second part, we are going to use the right function. Right. Please look into D6 and return the last 4 characters on the right. Okay, now close bracket and close bracket again. So this is a nested concatenate function. So within the concatenate function, there are 2 functions. Okay, so enter. And this is done. Now for credit card number, again, let's use concatenate function. Now for the first part, let's use the REPT function and double quote. So 4 asterisk, dash, close double quote. So that is the first part, comma, the first part is done. Oh, and then we want to repeat it 3 times. Okay, that is, and then close bracket, so the first part is done. And then for the second part, we are going to use the right function. Right, open double quote. And then we are telling Excel to please look into D7 and then return me the last 4 digits on the right of D7. So close bracket and then close bracket again, as it is a nested concatenate function. Enter. And that's done. And that's it. Now that we have successfully masked, hidden the sensitive information and displaying only the last few digits of a number, now we can go ahead and do mail merge and do all sorts of things that we want. So we can do an election or voting direction, a credit card statement, academic results, or monthly phone bill, knowing that this sensitive information will be protected and secure at all times. Even if it is gotten into the wrong hands of hackers or scammers, they won't be able to do anything with it because they don't have the first part of the equation. They only have the last 4 digits. Okay, so that's it for now. Happy learning and see you in the next video.